The enemy does not need new tricks. He just keeps using your wounds against you. He studies your past, then sets traps using your own history. Not to destroy you all at once, but to keep you bound, bit by shame. Before we move forward, let this truth anchor your heart. The enemy does not invent new lies. He just repeats old wounds until you believe they are your identity. You look in the mirror, not just at your reflection, but at your pattern. You see someone who loves God, but keeps crawling back to the same broken cycle. You promise yourself you will stop, and you do until you do not. Then it begins, not the fall, but the voice that follows. The voice that says, "See, this is who you really are." But that voice is not correction. It is accusation, dressed up as self-awareness. Among the believers, it is understood that shame is the slow poison of the soul. It binds not through force, but through quiet agreement. See, the enemy has no power to create, only to twist, to mirror what is broken and call it truth. He finds your deepest insecurity, then builds a rhythm around it. Lust, guilt, silence, isolation, repeat. He does not speak loud. He speaks familiar. He sings in the key of your past. And if you are not rooted in truth, you will think it is your own voice. But silence is never neutral. It is spiritual ground. Write this on the wall of your heart. The enemy does not speak with force. He speaks in patterns. And if you do not break them, they will break you. But here's the turn. Your weakness does not disqualify you. It qualifies you for grace. The voice of the accuser drives you into hiding, but the voice of God always draws you into healing. The enemy studies your past to build prisons. God sees the same story and builds altars. If you remember nothing else, let this remain with you. The voice of God always calls you home. Never away, never into hiding, always into healing. So here's your spiritual tool. Write down the lie lust keeps whispering to you. Maybe it is, "No one would love me if they knew. I will never change. This is just who I am." Then write beside it the eternal truth. "I am fully known and still fully loved. My weakness is not final. I am not stuck. I am being sanctified." This is not a motivational quote. It is warfare in written form. Because when you expose the lie, you disarm its power. Those who have fought this battle before whisper this truth to us. The wound handed to God becomes the weapon used by God. The enemy will try to weaponize your weakness, but your weakness in God's hands becomes your weapon. He does not erase your past, He redeems it. You are not your addiction. You are not your relapse. You are His, and He always finishes what He starts. Share this with someone silently struggling. Let them know their wound is not the end. It is a doorway to healing.